The value of a 5-year plan. Mike Ryan, who I met when I was a sophomore in high school, that motivated me to become an athletic trainer, to go to the Kramer Student Workshop, to go to Central Connecticut, taught me a valuable lesson that I incorporate every day in my life. Is the idea of a 5-year plan. You always have to analyze yourself, have short-term, long-term, and medium and short-range goals to see where you are in life and how are you going to get there. What are the little micro things that you need to do to get there? How do you need to be consistent to get there and determined? So my 5-year goal when I went to work at Comac High School Sunshine PT was option A was I was going to go to PA school and become a physician assistant in 5 years. Or option two, if I didn't get into PA school, I wanted to put on educational seminars around the country, starting with sports concussions. So when I went to Sunshine Physical Therapy, I proposed to my boss, Venice Mui Glass, to have a sports concussion symposium. And I reached out to Dr. Robert Cantu. He was the most foremost expert in concussions at that time, to see if he'd be our keynote, because we had significant injuries and concussions in Long Island at that time. So he agreed, and I believe it was his honorarium at the time was $500, which I thought was a lot, but actually it really isn't. And he agreed. He liked my energy, my chutzpah, and he didn't want to disappoint me and turn me down. So I put a conference together with him as a keynote. Bob Reese, the former athletic trainer for the Jets when Dennis Bird was paralyzed, was there. We had other great people. So I put it together, the business plan. I went to Sunshine Physical Therapy, see if they'd sponsor it. It didn't work. So then I went out to my uncle, started Bob's Surplus, Bob's Stores in the Northeast, so he sold out. So I went there to see if they'd sponsor. They didn't. And then, remember I told you about connections? I'm a connector. And I met Michelle Dorn at Sport Rehab Network, Southampton Hospital. And they had a desire to put the whole program together, but I was the one that would do that for them. So they provided me around $10,000 for my first company that I started called Innovative Symposiums. And together, Innovative Symposium Sports Rehab Network, we put the whole conference together. I got WFAN. They had Bob Reese on as a promotion. And when I was going into my job, people were saying, "Ed, wow, you got Bob Reese on WFAN to promote your event." And I said, as long as you give value, help others along the way, people are willing to help you achieve your goals if your heart is in the right place. Thanks, and have a great day, and talk to you soon.